iPhones. iPhones are the devil, aren't they?
No.
Do you like them?
Yeah.
You an iPhone man?
Aye. Always been. I did like my Huawei when I had it. Lost it in Vegas. Lost to the Nevada desert.
Found Huawei phone, pair of underpants,
That's basically it.
and a
I was
wallet.
thinking about that the last day.
Wow.
Just how mad Vegas was. I'd love to go back.
To Las Vegas, I've never been.
I'd love to go back. Aye.
Sure, you can't remember it.
I can remember 2 out of 4 days. Like, I remember we flashes. Like,
The flashbacks were brilliant. You were romanticising, that's what you do. Somebody said to me at the weekend there, she's. It was actually Orla's ma. See, when I was younger, I'm not letting on. Every single summer was brilliant.
it wasn't.
Was it fuck? We remember that too. Remember the playing fields? You're thinking it was always good.
Aye.
You only remember them days.
Aye.
We went down to where was it? Donegal anyway, and it was our holidays, and it was 6-7 days of just constant rain.
I know.
And this is before technology. You weren't sitting on your iPhones or iPads and all. I was drawing pictures in the back of my granny's cigarette packets. A pen and an empty fag box was my entertainment. Nothing else. There was a bar across the road that had one arcade game in it. Like fucking Pac-Man or something. But we threw our money on that the whole week just. Then we ended up fighting each other.
Funny you say that. I remember making a tank. People used to make a tank out of a 10-pack of Regal Filter.
Aye. Beer lids and glue. You can make some.
Do you know what? I actually remember going caravan holidays too and been stuck in the caravan the whole time, which was pissing.
Aye.
Don't remember
When
the
you were
beach.
wee.
Aye. Don't
Aye.
remember the beach.
That's what people remember, the good stuff.
Some spell.
Like you're remembering the 2 days of Las Vegas. You wouldn't want to watch a video of the 2 days you forgot, like.
No.
Something went up the bum. At some stage.
I'd love to see where the phone went. I'd love to go, oh.
Did you check your bum?
I would just love to see where it went. Just
Aye.
there is a picture of me in a hotel room with my head between my legs and the phone's lying on the ground.
I went in a stag one time, and the first day, you know the way the first day in a stag is, everybody, like, women do it best in hands. They do it right. They go for something to eat, and it's all arranged, and they all know where each other is. Oh, where's Jessica? Oh, there she is over there. Go on, you go to the toilet. Where will you check and see if Arlo's all right? No, no. Men are just pigs. Like, we've left people behind in places. We chatted about that the last day, didn't we? When I were coming back at my stag do was in Armore Island.
One boy lay down for a moment.
Somebody got left behind naked. We took his clothes off and just headed on. He seen another Strabane stag then, got home with them, or a hen, sorry, and he threw him a dress or something. He had to go home and that. Another one, Burton Port, went for a shite. Woke up when we were at Christie's bar in Strabane when he rang us.
And you didn't give one fuck.
They were going, go on, come back and get us. But women look after each other, we're men. And that first day is a disaster. Like, I remember, I think it was, we went somewhere in Spain. They're all the same. Like. And there was a barbecue across the road. There was a crowd of African dudes. And I was like, they'll love me. One of them ones. And they fucking did. They were giving me burgers, and we were drinking, high-fiving, hugging and all that crack. And then I left them and went back to the boys in our pool. No wallet. Gonzo. Went back. Hey, you didn't see a wallet? No, never seen no wallet. I was gonna...
Think they stole it or you lost it?
One or the other. I was that much MS. But it was one of them places where you didn't need wallets. You know, it wasn't like there was just a barbecue. There was no spending.
Aye.
But I had it with me.
Yes.
That's a couple of times. I remember waking up, bad state, down by the beach, and I had a blanket, and the bandmen woke me up. And the bandmen were all foreigners. I was like, fucking, give anybody jobs around here? And then I realised it was in Spain and they were locals. Another no wallet situation. I walked up and down the beach, because I knew our hotel was near the beach, but the beach was about 8 miles long.
That's a good thing about the modern era, hey, now. No wallets. If you lose your phone, money still in the bank, like.
That's what I'm saying. Back then, traveller checks and all that, do you remember that?
You had to leave them behind reception and go get
Fucking traveller checks, because in case you lost your money. This was sort of... I remember Rory Duffy and wee Willie, God rest his soul, they had £1,000 in traveller checks. The holiday was booked. And they were on the up by us, and we were sitting out the back garden on a sunny day, and then Rory said to Willie, "What did you do with the traveller's checks?" And I goes, "We're on the car, I think." Lost them. Do you know where they left them? Sitting on the windowsill, Riverview Chippy. Somebody seen them and held them for them. And they got them back. But the two of them had a fight in the garden. A real fight, like, you useless bastard.
Oh, I used to be cat for that, hey, leaving stuff places.
Aye.
Nothing worse than losing money.
I went to the bank machine, £50, then walked away.
I've done that.
And then you're just about an hour later, like, luckily it sucked it back in.
Was there any found money the last day? When
Where?
the rains went up to get ice cream up the shop, and I was walking down the stairs. Big £50 note.
Shut up, you're fucking falling in the money this last week, you think?
Well, no, because my mortgage company sent me £50 bonus for being a good customer. I've been so many years of service. Fucking checks and James Cooke. So my bank's at Halifax, which is in Derry, but you can cash it through the post office. They put it in a wee envelope and post it. Send it back. The name on the cheque doesn't match the name on the account. We can't cash this cheque. So I was like, fuck's sake, I have to go down and show ID. Drove down. They were like, no good. Plus, once a cheque's been presented once, you can't present that a cheque again. Like, I can't give that cheque. So once they see it and go, no, you can't.
Why did they say no?
Because the cheque's James Cooke and my bank account's Niall Cooke.
But it's not Niall James Cook?
No, it's just Niall and James on the cheque.
Why didn't you stick with Jameson? Whose fault is it?
Well, sure, I didn't know when this day was about 15.
Oh, you didn't have a notion that your first name was James until you were 15?
Around that age, yeah.
Jesus, Jim Bob. Jimmy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Big Massive Podcast with me, your host, Big Massive Room Boyle. For anybody that doesn't have the dough to watch what we're doing, I've put my muscles up to show how massive a man. And the co-host here, Jimmy.
James Cooke. James T. Cooke.
James T. Cook.
James N. Cooke.
James N. Cook doesn't sound.
James
T. Cook looks like you're going to take over
James Cooke is actually
the
a
Enterprise.
better name.
James T. Cook.
Oh.
It's like James T. Cook, but we probably have about now fucking 7 listeners.
What's your middle name? Tile.
What's your first name? James. James out. Can't pronounce me.
JTN.
You should have. No, you fucked up. You're like
JTN. What the
you're
fuck?
JTN.
JTC.
JTC. It's like someone you put on a wart.
JNC.
Someone you put on a skirt in your house. Never put.
Second about the.
If you ever get a skirt you home, put aftershave on it.
No.
Holy fuck!
Literally, holy fuck.
Aye. Whole on fire. Jesus.
Why would you do that?
Because it was smell that burp. You dirty bastard.
I just blew it straight under your face.
Oh.
Somebody told you that a good way
Aye.
to cure a scourge.
It does. Dries us up. But it burns, boy. Paul McKenna, who sold me the car, I told him to do it. Remember that? Telling you this? We were sitting in the living room in America, watching TV. His bedroom was in our living room. We were all sharing a house. I said, man, he worked like 12-hour shift, sweat, got down the shuck. Scourge hole. I says, you get your aftershave, man, I'm telling you now, and slap it on. He says, get the fuck, boy. I says, I'm telling you now, nothing better works. And I sat and watching the movie. I think it was Austin Powers. Next minute, the bear man just running past me. Not a stitch on him. How does we tool running through?
So
I think there might have been a female in the room as well. Actually, I met a girl at a gig we did in Dungiven last week, and I think she was the one sitting with me. And I should know her name now, and I'm embarrassed now I don't. But he just went shooting by with a high pitched. It's just like, what the fuck? You bastard boy! You fucking bastard! And stuck a hose his hole then outside or something. Up in the room or up in the bathroom. But he wasn't manly enough to handle the pain.
So it was literally like Home Alone.
Aye,
All
one of
ours
his
cheeks. It's like,
aye, exactly. Right in the eye. That fucking burning.
Oh,
ring
do you remember
fire.
when you started shaving? How sore aftershave was when you fucking...
That was why late. I was one of them boys that had a wee bit there and a wee bit there.
Fuck, I don't remember. Hey? I think I was fresh-faced enough for a long time.
Do you remember? Like, there's people away the Turkey to get their hair added to their face.
Oh my god.
Do you know what I mean?
I can't look
The
at
head, I understand.
Can't not look real.
Snooky's wig looks like it's ready to run off now. Get up and leave him. Suitcase in each arm.
I would say
It's growing thick at the
not-
sides and not. It's not. I think he cuddled himself at the top.
I would say that hairpiece is not looked after. Like,
No. So I remember he was wild sick one time. He woke up, it was beside him in the bed, just looking at him.
you get some fright type big hair thing in the baby, easy.
But you have to keep the hair at the sides the same length or lower. You do.
You do?
Well, it's going to look. You've got this fucking perfect hair top of the head, and then you've got this grey sideburns and fluff.
That's the worst thing about my hair. I think you get to a certain age where it grows out the way at the sides, and that's why I look stupid then.
It goes quicker out the ways than up.
Aye.
And you're white, and you're middle aged. We're like the most hated people in the world. Middle aged, straight white men with families that work hard.
Bastards.
What's the formula?
I know.
How dare they?
Why are we not rich? But no, we have to be rich.
We're a step away then.
Who?
Us.
From being rich?
Would be married, white, rich. Oh, you'd be hated.
Oh, aye.
We're the last that can get serious abuse and not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because years and years of torment. We don't. You can say anything. Like if you go to roasts, that's what it's all about. Like getting stuck in each other.
Aye. Can't say anything.
Do you think you have white privilege?
No, because
Can you have white privilege living in Ireland? Like
that's what I mean. That's kind of
you couldn't, like really?
like there's not a lot of black people in Strabane.
No.
Like day to day.
Skin colour in Strabane doesn't give you an advantage.
No.
But you could see where privilege is in some places, probably. South Africa back in the day, you know what I mean?
Oh, aye.
Even you could say Israel.
Yeah.
The lighter your skin, the more privileged there. But here it doesn't really, because we were sort of working class, skint, unemployed area of Europe.
Poverty stricken.
It's more, isn't it? It's more about that.
Aye.
Poverty and stuff like that, rather than what shade of skin you are.
Fuck, I'd love to be rich. Yeah.
What's rich? Because I wouldn't want to be like if somebody give you $1 million, and you go to on a up, you spend about £40. You're not a millionaire anymore now because you dipped on that $1 million.
I don't need to be rich, but I would love. If I want to go on holiday, I don't have to save up for it.
You always think,
I don't have to work extra jobs. I don't know why I'm working my job, but I hate having to work 3 other jobs.
but there's people who look at you and think you are rich. We are rich, like. What you want
Well off.
is greedy rich. You want rich.
No, we're well off. We're not rich.
We're in the top 5% in the world.
You don't own your house.
I bet you've got a house. You've 2 cars. 2 good cars too. Snazzy cars. You go on a couple of holidays a year.
Aye, but you have to work with it.
Hold on, let's tick a lot of boxes here, you white privileged bastard. So, happily married, 4 wins, big detached house. It's
Yeah.
massive, ladies and gentlemen. All done up. There was crafty ways to get the done up, but we'll stick to it. 2 cars in the drive, cracker cars too, and many holidays a year, minimum 2.
Minimum 2, yeah.
Go to regular football matches, Republic of Ireland stuff. Aye, couple of stag do's free in there. You're poor as fuck.
But see every...
Go to a shanty town now in Colombia, this boy wiping his arse in the corner of the fridge.
Putting after shaving his hole.
No, he's got a scourge going, if only I had aftershave.
Give me the brute.
Do you know what? You could argue them people are happier.
Aye.
Because I remember the Ballycombe back in the day when people had absolutely zero. And if somebody had a job, you didn't even ask what the job was. It was just like, you're working. Like now, if you get a job, they'll see you, hey, what is it you're doing? You're a cleaner. People would judge whatever your job is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's more options now. But back then, it was just if you're working, you're the man. I had a neighbour who used to go and peel spuds, shirt and tie every day. I thought he was an office worker.
Did he
had the
change?
conveyor belt taking eyes of the spuds. I think he tucked his tie in because of machinery.
Aye.
But it's mad. Like back in, I always do a bit about the Ballycombe back in the 80s and 90s. Like Michaela Boyle, I had her backdoor key. We don't know how. But her backdoor key fitted our backdoor. Back and forth. So if we were locked out, I'd go over and get her backdoor key to get into the house. We also, you got sugar, tea bags, all that kind of stuff from your neighbour. Come on and see if there's a cup of milk for a cup of tea.
Aye.
And that wasn't shameful or not, it was just the way it is. Everybody looked after each other. So you're more community, more happy. Is it true, do you think, when you move into a private area, you could live 20 years and not know your next door neighbour?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, I nearly flooded the whole site right enough yesterday. Boy, I come around banging my door.
You just tap her out?
Many gallons in that thing.
Fuck. You just tapped her.
Didn't tip her. Just unplugged her. Then I let it run into the garden. I says, two things will happen. I need more water in that garden, the thing, and then there's a drain that the boys put on at the end. Too much came out at one time. So the whole street behind was just...
That's a pool we're talking about, by the way, folks. It is a big pool.
And my neighbour got birds. I'm going to get stuck on them. It sound dude like, but...
Shouting everywhere.
Everywhere.
That would drive me insane.
My two cars got them washed last week and covered in shade now. Really. Went and got them
But that's
hoovered.
costing you money, like.
I have to go out every day too and hose the whole garden. 7 or 8 shades. Good ones too.
Aye, real watery big ones.
Like a ton of pigeons next door. Where would you get a good BB gun?
Rat poison.
Rat poison the trees.
Just throw a lot of
You ever see a pigeon standing in the tree too? They're more rooftops,
Oh, yeah.
aerials. Alright. Stay away from trees for some reason.
Are you going to fight him?
Probably going to fight them now. But you know me, it'll take about 2 years. Get annoyed.
Okay, it's...
Look, it's a sport. But Snoogs does it maybe as well. He says that I think what he has to do is let them out when they're starving, let them fly, bring them in, feed them, and then let them dump indoors. And then he clears it indoors.
Wonder if he's sitting going, hey, we're not shouting on the fucking thing. I'll have to clean it all the time.
Kayla
Shout
is
around the street.
my wee girl's mate to his wee girls, and she's like, I don't like it at all. Anyway, it's a sport. But
Is it?
my garden's just getting its final touches done, did you see? Took me 2 years to get it fucking done nearly. Because of fucking incompetencies.
Saga.
And now it's a fucking shite magnet for Pigeon Street.
That'd have been a cracker vlog, you know. Just like 2 years of you...
I should sit in the garden just to have army noises. And just wait for it to get set on. Battle chips.
Oh, if it was all over your garden and the fucking houses next door are covered in shite, then it would be... You'd be annoyed, like.
It's not really annoying me that much now, but it's there. Because I'm out in good weather, good farm, hosing it away.
Does it annoy Orla?
No, she's alright yet, but...
Is she? All right. She'd probably be sleeping during the day when they're playing.
Or I have it cleaned before she gets up. You know what I mean? She comes out then, it's shining. Doesn't see what I see. But hey, how good's the fucking weather?
Unbelievable.
Apparently we're in our 3rd week.
It's the break this week, yeah.
That's the thing about the good weather when it comes to Ireland. You never really enjoy it because you're waiting for it to break. Like, when's this? How long's this going to last? Why now? Why not August when we're all off? Why not July?
Not putting the shorts on because we'll probably be gone tomorrow.
Negative. But now 3 weeks, because I'm doing a program with young people in Derry, and for the last 3 weeks we've been inside a really glass heavy fucking room. So it's like a fucking greenhouse. And I know that because 3 sessions in a row now we've been melting on it and it's just not helping. Back in tomorrow again, not Thursday. So it is 3 weeks. The whole of May, more or less. Never move a clout, the May is out, my granny used to say. Now it's fucking get the tits out, May's out.
Do you think that's why you enjoy Spanish holidays? Because you're not expecting rain?
Oh, yeah, because you know you're guaranteed some.
2 weeks.
But when they're over there, they're fucking closing down at lunchtime to get a siesta. They hit. There's always a smell too when you go over to Spain, and you're always going to wonder what it was, but it's sewers. You ever smell the sewers when you're walking around, just the heat of them, and it just reminds you of holidays.
I know, we have our toilet out at the minute, and it's just the bear pipe pound.
The old bear pipe.
It does. It does. The old bear pipe. But it does wee burps every now and again.
Oh.
Just lets you know. Do you ever think about where all the shite goes, like, for years and years and years? I'm like, is it all going to the sea?
Does it go to the river? I remember years ago catching toilet roll, like.
It goes to the river and to the sea.
That river down there? There's a place you can see where it comes out, don't you?
Like, thousands of turds a day on the river, like.
Somewhat where I want to, but just waste.
It's all going out to the sea. Like, at what point does there be more shit?
That's when you see all the arguments on TikTok and all. Do we really need men? No. And you're going, right, let's see how long that lasts. Because there's a job alone. Majority men. I would say it's 99% men are down them sewers, unclogging shady holes. Building them, making sure they're repaired, making sure that the systems are running right. If women were running this place, it would be a smelly place in a couple of years, wouldn't it?
Back in Rome in the day, just to roll down the streets, like they had the sewers around the streets.
Sure, you know in England where they have them, where all the big houses are up steps because it's horse shit.
Oh.
You had to take into consideration the way of transport back in them days was horse and cart. So shites everywhere, just. So they kept
big ones too.
Oh, belters! Like, do you ever behind a horse when it's shiting while it's riding along? It's just coming out like fucking pedigree chum
when you're riding. Oh, hold on, take a break. You shite.
Taking a shite.
No. But like, at what point does the shite get more than the water?
Is there like more shite than water?
But then why did God?
What's the closest you've been to shite? Like most covered in shite? No.
Oh, so having Wayne's covered in it, sir. Covered.
I've tasted shite one time because I changed nappies like I was reading a book. I did that there, and I timed it wrong.
I'm nearly sure. I can't totally recall, but I've definitely licked a shite.
That's not bringing your bedroom activities, but I'm talking about.
What about them guys that are into that scat play? It's called
covering each other in shite.
Aye, and eating it now.
Fuck off now, James T.
It's a
turd.
James Turd Cooke.
That's what the T stands for. Turd. James Turd.
Oh, what's the T stand for? Never mind.
Shut your face. Open your mouth. Close your eyes. See the way.
Do you like scat play?
Open your mouth and close your eyes. This is the way the donkey dies. Then you stick a shite in someone's mouth.
No, there's. I was listening to actually a conspiracy podcast the last day, and they were on about apparently. What do you call it? Hillary Clinton had real dirty, really bad sex fetishes.
It doesn't surprise me that these people, the elites, all have these elite fucking mental health.
She loved the 6.9.
What's that?
It's a 69 with a period in the middle.
Oh, fuck off.
Did you hear this one? I like this one.
Did you? They're all going mad on, there's a local bingo. You read that?
No.
Local bingo, and one of the girls went, meal for two, 69.
That's a meal for two.
They're like, that's fucking disgusting. Let's know you're lowering down the tone here and all. 69, meal for two. Go ahead, I don't know what you were saying.
Hillary Clinton used to wear 2 pair of pants to get the old
sweats going.
Get the sweats going, so it was nice and pongy for
Clinton.
No, apparently she has like lesbian tendencies. Like people were brought on and stuff.
And then your man, he got the BJ in the Oval Office, didn't he? It's all proven. I did not have relationships with that lady. Show you white teeth now, look. Show everybody. He's just one of them things. I stuck on on you.
You're just all yellow.
I'm real. Like a cowboy. Rip.
Shit.
Turd. Gee, turd.
Rolling shit boy.
Rolling shit boy.
Shit for short.
James Turd.
Turd Cooke. What's the best nickname somebody's called you, like offensive? Mickey Kern used to call me Niall Cock. And I hated it.
I still call you Cock, but it depends on the farm. Where's Niall Cock? You hated it?
I hate it. That's a good one. Like.
And that's the ones you have to avoid showing emotion.
Aye, that's, yep.
Because if they see a wee...
Ha ha. Oh, you do the...
good one. What about yourself?
I think I've heard that before. Seriously, going...
Please don't try to go. That's not one you want to hear.
I remember I walked on the farmers one time on a sunny day and there was a whole row of tables and we were all having fucking best crack. And I was like, yes, Niall Cock. And everybody just burst out laughing. And I was like, I never thought of that one, Jesus.
What? Does it remove a no?
Well, you need to put a C in there. That's Niall Coke you're thinking of?
Cock. Niall Cock.
If you say it in Arabic, cock.
James Cock. James Turd Cock.
What's yours, Fatty?
Fuck it. Fatso. Do you know what one used to call it that it just annoyed me when I was young?
Ronan Blob?
No. Boiled egg. It was spelt wrong. I was going, how the fuck? Why you get it mixed up? It's B-O-Y-L-E. It was primary school. Boiled egg. That was original.
Ronan Boiled.
What else? Sauce Diver was one. Fuck all like him. Fuck, I had so many. I have a mate called Fart. The answers it across the factory. Somebody's telling me he's working there. Fart, yo. It's just Pishy.
Aye, but one's just...
Pishy's a counsellor now down in Letterkenny. We know a boy called Cancer.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
No, we've been over them. I'm just on about us.
Your worst nickname?
Niall Cook. My dad used to say he used to be called Cooke.
Rubberhead, my dad used to call me. That was nice, like your own dad.
My dad had a nickname for me too, James.
So what happened with us is everybody in my family is fat except for my younger brother Kieran. And I put on a few pounds, but my ma was massive, I was massive, and Terry was massive. And our dad was a fucking stick insect. You know what I mean? So he used to call us fat bastards, you know. So we did all the time. Look at Rubberhead, big face, gone out to sizey, fat, mess, lazy, fat, all this, right? Then he beat cancer, remember?
Yeah.
But he had to go on his fucking meds.
Oh, his head blew up.
Oh, so what happened then is I was at Turkey. My ma went to another place, Tunisia or something, same operations. Terry lost the weight. I lost the weight. We were all skinny. And my dad blew up like a fucking house.
He was, his face. Just there, like.
Even when he was talking, everything just trembled. You want to see the abuse we give him. That's him recovering from cancer. The whole house calling him a fat bastard. Look. He said, I can't stop eating while he was eating. Tell me. I can't stop eating. Is this revenge? For years and years, you fucking putting us down about our weight.
Do you know what I was thinking? I was thinking about the podcast the last day. And remember you said that you used to do the runs to the cache? Mm-hmm. And you were taking the messages out. And photographs,
smugglers,
family photographs of going under the thing. I was like, so your dad was getting photos of you, Terry, and Kieran. I was like, that must have been a brutal photo. And then you were like, they used to put the crosses through it. I wondered, did the guards go, oh fuck, poor Terry?
Man,
he done this. He was like, fucking poor Terry. Cut them out so he doesn't have to see.
Scrape through it.
Just
I remember it wasn't hot.
But they helped Terry. So he didn't have to see your ugly face.
Just like scrabble on my
Do you have my favourite? Put
straight and crooked up.
Put X's through their faces. Poor Terry sound.
I remember we were in America and I had to use Terry's ID to get into a nightclub. And he was that ugly on the ID that all the bouncers gathered round to laugh at me. I had to take the abuse because I wanted to get in. I was down and he goes, stop fucking me, alright? But I'd give it away. So he used to get photos on us and they would get ripped up or they didn't make it. Or there's times we went up to visit too.
But I can imagine.
Didn't get in.
I can imagine just go through the photographs and go, oh.
Do you know what? We were decent looking young fellas.
I've seen photos of you back in the day.
I'll show you a photo of you. Where is it? Somebody sent me the other day when you won the Bonnie Baby competition.
Oh, I was a belter, like.
Aye, Pedo's Delight, they call it.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think you think you're nicer looking than what you... What about the last wee day?
Yeah.
Oh, we had a wee day there, but I was the best looking.
It was a dark day.
It was a dark day for the Cookes. The James Turd Cook. This was a turd day for James. We were out, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't know what we're at.
We're having dinner first. We're having lunch.
We're having lunch, and a girl came in, I don't know, and she just sat down beside me, and she goes, Ronan, my daughter and her friend just after says that you're a DILF. I had to ask what that was because I've never been called one
Ladies
before.
and gentlemen, these were young girls. I mean, pedo stuff.
Oh, 18 odd. 19. Anyway, it's not my fault that they've good eyes. And I actually said to her, they must be on about him. And she goes, nah, they're on about, hey, Ronan Boyle. Ronan Boyle's about a DILF, isn't he?
Yeah.
Then we left, and I was like all over the moon. And told Darla she was annoyed about it as well as Niall.
I'm delighted for you. One day in 47 years is...
One, like you get every now and again. It's like a leap year, isn't it?
Every 5
So we were in another shop then, collecting stuff, and somebody went, look at that big, handsome man there. Jesus, you are gorgeous. Now look past, I thought they were chatting to you again. No, me. And the wee girl served me, goes, well, there you go. And this was the first time I could call that. She goes, yeah, you know you're handsome. I was like, oh, fuck.
It's true, folks, I was there.
Everybody, he was there. It was just like, I think every now and again you just need a wee bit of that. Stop running around there with your bright white teeth and your six pack thinking you're fucking bit. Sometimes people just like a wee bit of podge. Not too much.
I was just like, alright, fatso.
I'm on the fuck fatty. Huffing. I'll walk it. This is where Lifford. Give me a lift.
You were driving.
Oh, I nearly crashed looking in the mirror myself.
Oh,
But I'll tell you,
you say that to the wife too. She does get upset.
that's
Shippy.
man. I was watching that 10 years younger thing the last day, and there was a boy on it, 52. No, you think 52 is old, but he's only 4 years older than me, and you want to see him, man. So they do this thing where people on the street have to guess your age. 75 people are giving him 72, and it's not like you can't polish a turd. You know what I mean? You can roll it in glitter. But this boy, he'd need to go away and get half his face cut off and stretched. Had that many wrinkles, and I was just thinking, some people just don't have. It's just lucky, and isn't.
Man, I know.
I think we look around our age like.
I know a girl that got a facelift because I was chatting there, and at the start, I was like, "Fuck it," I said, "I was look," but now she's got it adjusted again, and now she's got that stretchy look.
Oh no!
Oh, she's going the wrong way.
That's what happens. You know who the best example I seen of that was, because you don't know they did it, was that bitch Sharon Osbourne when she was on the panel for Britain's Got Talent or something. She was done up then.
Aye.
But she looked well. She looked actually better than she did when she was younger.
Aye.
Then she went too much.
Kyle's the same, sure.
Now they keep trying to pull it back and slap it forward or whatever they're doing.
But that's another thing about being rich. Would you do that?
Then you look like, is it Walter Matthew? Was it? The two old boys?
Grumpy old man.
Class. 1 and 2. He had some fucking girls on him.
Aye.
But then that made him, that was his look.
Aye.
But he could easily got...
He was handsome back in the day. He was, what was that show? The Odd Couple.
The Odd Couple back in the day, and then now, but it's just fucking like a bulldog.
Like your dad.
So, would you get it done? I don't know. Well, why don't you dye your hair black?
But then, sure, I'm getting my teeth whitened, so...
Yeah, but that's different. Dirty teeth now, or everybody sees them.
I see them, like...
You do. Like it's a place you look. I remember there was a girl down the carnival working years ago. Everybody was fucking mad about her, and then she opened the mouth and it was just like a fucking...
Oh, that would put me
barren
through now. It
graveyard.
doesn't matter if she was a 10 out of 10. Complete 10, but she opens into the fucking... It's the Eamon McElwee teeth.
Oh, you're bringing it in. You cannot go fucking episode without wee Eamon McElwee. You got a new car there?
Would he disagree?
You sent me a picture of the other one going to the graveyard in a flat
seen
pack.
it,
I showed you. His wife says the only person happier than me to see you getting that car, Ronan Boyle. So I'm going to see it on Thursday because it's chicken box and his turn to drive.
He'll probably not go.
But it's a futuristic car, and he thinks he's in a spaceship.
Well, for someone that can't drive...
I think it's just because he's used to that wee stupid thing. You know what I mean? This one's like It's got indicators and stuff. Tip the headlights. So
Has it still got an ashtray for his...
that's good. It's a good up-to-date one. I think it'll be...
Will he insure and tax this one, I wonder?
Aye. All done.
No way.
Everything's above board. He's driving to work like a hired man the last day, apparently. Beeping his horn, driving on the
Driving
drive.
doing it. Holy fuck.
15 minutes, what? Walk? Not even.
I thought you were going to say 15-minute drive.
He's
but a
the town.
4-minute drive.
He doesn't live in Carrick Drive.
Oh, does he not?
No.
Oh, that's
He's
reasonable.
got a bigger house than you.
Where's he?
Up in... Do you know past where my ma lives? On up that hill?
I don't know where your man lives.
Curly Hill? Was it not the Curly Hill? Anyway.
Was he out in the country?
No. Do you know this top of Spring Hill? You know, it's across that new place
Aye.
up there. Oh, it's a big 5-bedroom house.
Oh, all right. Well done, Eamon McAway.
Well, fucking say something about him now. You can't.
Get your teeth on.
That's why I paid for everything. What? You're a bastard too.
For anybody, audio listeners, that was Ronan whispered that.
A couple of there's teeth that need to be sorted, hey, but it looks like some boys with teeth that's going to be like I seen him. We were driving a gig one day and he was fucking rubbing away down here, and I says, "What are you at?" And he was on washing my teeth.
Wait, what?
He had it out. I don't know what it is, tin it way.
His tooth out?
It is whatever length, no, 3 that click out after chocolate. He says has to pull them out to get them cleaned right.
I've noticed now my teeth are...
I need to go back and get it fallen on right enough.
my teeth are definitely more spaced out in older age.
Aye.
More things get stuck. Like if I eat a fucking pork chop, I need to... Like I have toothpicks constantly. Like I have a box of them.
You're always at your teeth.
I'm a wee bit obsessed with fucking...
Cleaning it out.
Yeah, cleaning the shocks. There's nothing more satisfying than getting a big lump of fucking meat out of your mouth.
Or some people's breath, you're like, nobody's telling him I could be in the same situation and he's not letting on to me.
Aye.
I might like that.
I would constantly say to my wife, if I had bad breath, would you tell me? She would, like.
That's like one of the main things.
That's why I'm married.
But then I know a couple, he had seriously bad breath, and I got on to the wife and she says, I didn't smell. I says, well, she fucking not be able to smell or something.
I work with a guy.
Some people smell the same. Do you think that happens? Do you ever notice? Like if couples are together long enough, their farts smell the same, their burps, their fucking...
I wonder who's your fart.
Their aroma, they're just smell, everything smells the same. They start talking a wee bit like each other and everything. They become a thing.
I was in the gym this morning and on half an hour to do about a course. I was doing sit-ups in the corner of the gym. Mm-hmm. And what had the night before? Anyway, I was thinking this morning, just when you get up and
armpits stink.
There's farts. And you're like, so I was doing sit-ups myself and the class was going on and I was farting away. No, 1, 2. And then one time I farted a big one. I was fucking stinking and this group of girls came over around my head to tell me. And we all talked and the smell was there and we all knew it was
Why
there.
did you not get up and walk away?
Because I had 2 weights here and they were just standing there talking and they just gathered around me. There was no time to get up. So we just had to all pretend that the air wasn't poisonous.
Yeah. Where did that happen to me one time too? I thought they were at my office. Aye, my wee tiny box office. Remember the first one I had? And I was just one of them days where it was just a... And you know it's in there, but you don't really smell it because you're in there yourself. And then I remembered at a meeting, just fucking walking, and there's a door before my door. And I just went out, closed the door, and then I said, you know what, Mum will go down for a cup of coffee, brought her down to the cafe downstairs. If she had went in that room, she would have choked to death. Because there's no windows.
And ladies and gentlemen, out where we work, the toilet door is, what, a metre away from reception where all the people sit?
Aye.
So we have to go home for a shite.
Remember there was a big day for, what was it? They get their forms and all filled in.
Citizens' advice.
Like a citizen's advice, and the whole hall was packed, and we said someday and you go down there and do a big dump.
Oh, it will be bad. I love that's what I said, that would be a viral video. I'd just do the biggest shite and then go up and just...
Well, we know boys that don't care to and go on ahead.
Oh, aye.
Big shite. I wouldn't mention it, but please one.
Do you know what happened to me last week? Was at Holy Communion at somebody's house. And I had like grey trousers on. And a t-shirt.
Dangerous when they're up with grey trousers on.
What do you hear? So I was on the toilets like underneath the stairs. So we cramped. Like
It's
there's a slant there,
yeah.
so the wall's like your
Yeah.
head's against the wall. But as one of them toilet seats, you know, when you put it up, slowly it goes back down.
I have one where I have to just sit down to pee.
So I was like, I put it up and it stayed and it fell down. And I put it up,
Splashed you.
and it stayed and it fell down. And then this time I stood up, full stream, sir. Fucking came down, hey.
On your jeans.
Just across the stream, splashed straight across
Yeah.
the thighs. I had to go home, like.
There's no way I'm going home, like.
I wasn't far from the house, so I had to go home and chase. I had a big fucking piss splash across my legs.
Rub of them.
That's the name of the pod. Splash, splash, splash.
What?
Push,
Split splash.
push, splash.
Splish splash. James Turd Cooke, should be called.
James Turd Cooke, one of the two.
What?
Splash.
Yeah, that's pissing yourself.
Full stream, sir. Straight through it. It's like Ghostbusters. Don't cross the streams.
I've done that before. I peed down. I thought my willy was facing under the toilet, but it wasn't.
Hey, boy.
And it just went straight under the pants. Just you feel the heat in your leg. You're like, nah. The biggest, and me and Mickey Barton were on about this last day. It's like every comedian's nightmare is when you go for a pee, and you're given every man, especially when you get older, you think you're done. And you put it back, your willy back away, and then you just feel the warmth. Oh no! It happened to me. Yeah, I was out power walking, out doing a walk with the dog last day, and I was too far out of the sight. Turned around, and there was a big round pee mark. And I just had to hope it dried.
Good weather there, dry.
Right, it did dry, but Ballycombing before it was like out of sight.
Do you know
I was
what
doing a bit of no hand in the pocket with a shirt down, sort of walking the dog and keeping them in front of me.
Do you know what's the hardest thing to do? So when I'm like doing C-dips, I'll have to pee and I'll just pee. Or
When was your last C-dip? You can as if you do it every week.
no, it's been a few months. But I have done it recently. I'm doing one.
Back when I used to do karate.
I'm doing one next week.
What the fucking yellow belt?
See,
Where are you going next week?
Shrove.
Jumping off the big things?
No, there's a.
Johnny Shaggy brought us there. There's like 3 big cliff jumps on. Class.
Is that Portrush?
Shrove. Donegal.
Shrove? There's a sauna down there, and they were doing for their 2-year anniversary or something. They were giving a full day, so I booked a couple of spots.
Free?
So I got 4 spots, and there's only.
Are you going in with a
There's only me
wetsuit
going
on?
at the moment. What?
Wetsuit?
No, pants.
What if you pee them and you're in the water? What kind of... Wait, you wore
Could I do a wee
wetsuits?
vlog? Wetsuit surfing.
I'll do it, eh? Is it... I'll do it, eh?
It's hot and cold, like.
Yep.
We'll do 20 minutes. We'll do under the sea, 20 minutes. Under the sea, 20 minutes.
Film it
Do a wee vlog.
for them.
Aye.
There you go, we look after you, sweet and see.
Hey, but man, see just standing on the sea. Like, there's something to be said for holding it to pee. That gets everything flowing.
Once you get in the sea, then let her fly.
Aye, but see if you go to the toilet, trousers down, hold it.
Sitting down is the best way to pee.
Does, aye.
You empty more bladder, I think.
Aye.
And you have your tongue out for some reason.
I'd love to do the squatted shite.
Well, you'd love to. Have you never done that?
No.
What? Tongue out for that as well.
Better.
Seems to work.
Is
Get the tongue out, that flies out. They reckon that's the way you're fucking designed, like.
Aye, well,
But you'd need to have the t-shirt wrapped right up. Know what I mean? You're not... I would be worried about spray.
Aye, but there's ones, but you can get these like things that you sit on the toilet and it lifts your knees up so you're standing on a thing. So
Yeah, well, I've been into Poland and stuff where it's just 2 footprints in a hole. They were telling you where to put your feet, like.
Fuck, what if it's diarrhea? But surely that's shit's everywhere.
Do you ever see a lot of cultures that sit like that, don't they? They sit around, on their company and stuff.
Japanese, no, just
Knees come right up and...
babies do it. Baby, like that's how you initially said. Like babies can just sit and squat for ages.
Aye.
Have you ever sat in a squat for like?
With a medicine ball against the wall.
No, I used to be able to do. I used to work up to 5 minutes one time. 5 minutes is a long time, like.
Sitting up straight, even tired.
I hunkered at my.
Getting your posture right. I'm a lie down there. I'm a lie down.
my leg
Cushions, so I don't want to... My head. The weight of my head needs to be taken away before I can relax.
Right, well, we leave it there. There's a lot of scat talk today.
It's all shite talk today, but it's a good day for it.
James Turd Cooke.
James Turd Cooke.
Hope it catches on.
Just a shout out that the end of the month, and the Boiler Room Comedy Club. We've got a great show. Emer Maguire. You are a jealous cunt too. See, when it ever comes to anything outside so we've got 50% of the tickets
There's
sold.
a dip.
There's a dip in comedy, because it's everywhere and too accessible.
Diluted.
But if you want to come and see Emer, Strabane legend, we've also got Claire Corrigan. The two of them were on BBC show, what do you call it? How's She Cutting? You enjoyed it, didn't you? And
I did enjoy it.
we'd have Adam Mogi and Talal Jamar and me and McAwee. It's a good show. £10. Let's go. It's payday. When's this going out?
Monday.
Is there any Patreons on Instagram?
Aye.
Monday, fuck you, scunties.
What the fuck you got, jeez. Anyway, get them to the Boiler Room.
Come on down.
Up a fucking hooch.